Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Pay to Win challenge, where we're only using DLC based weapons, as long as we don't lose them to silly mistakes. Last time, I made silly mistakes, and we said goodbye to the only silenced sniper rifle that we had available. Hopefully that's not going to come back and bite us in the butt today, as we try and chase down the Butcher. We've got 4 levels available to us, New York and Ambrose. Ambrose will probably be the showdown because I did do a New York showdown fairly recently. And then we got Dartmoor and Berlin, which are alerted. What are we looking at? Collateral explosion. Do we have any sort of explosion left on our wall? Because we used one last time, didn't we? Oh, we got the Kronstadt pen. But does that only go off if you've stuck it in someone's head? Or would it go off if we just throw it on the floor and then run away? I'm not 100% on that, don't you know? We've also got timed silent takedown, which is just blurg. And we've got silent assassin no firearms, which is also blurg. So none of those really scream, let's do an alerted map. I guess we could take collateral explosive and just see how it works. What else have we got? We can't do poison target or poison target dart gun on Dartmoor, because that's just not an option. We could do melee weapon kill on Berlin, but again we've got poison stuff that we can't do. This is the trouble with me having picked organ trafficking, is a lot of our objectives just can't be done. But I knew that when I selected it. So there we go. Let's try a bit of collateral explosion. I suppose one option is, if we've got 3 people that are close to one another, then we throw the pen into the eye of one of the people that we're not targeting, and then the follow-up explosion will kill the other 2, and we'll get the collateral that way. So that's a possibility. What else should we bring? Black Trinity seems like a good bet. We could use something to throw to distract people. I don't really like the Casino Monarchy chip, but we'll bring it. It just doesn't seem to work as well as like a coin would. Dartmoor doesn't really need the mini pass, so I guess the only other thing we might want to bring is our little submachine gun for opening locked doors. And we've got 4 targets on an alerted Dartmoor. It's going to be fun. Here we are at the gates. Mansion staff outfit would be good because it's oh, hello.
It's a goddamn travesty. The stock is down 22%. 2 centuries of corporate legacy.
It's the Miljokovic version of the map, which means, I think, that we're just allowed to generally roam about the grounds. It's all open to the public, so that makes life a bit easier. But we'll probably want, like, mansion staff outfit. Okay, now we are trespassing over here. Is that just because we're in the garden and not in a public sort of spot? What happens if we climb up here? We're still trespassing. No, we're not. Good. So where are we looking for friends? We've got Mercy, who is not far away out here. And we've got Rebecca Carlisle in the sitting room at the moment. And then we've got 2 folks in the garden at the back. So gardener outfit could be good in general. But let's think. So one of our targets is a gardener. Where's she going to go? What's she going to do? She's coming over here. So this might be a good spot for a quiet sort of kill. So she heard that. That's good. Round she comes.
I really can't be asked for this right now.
Down she goes. I don't think anyone's really watching us around here. Let's bring her in to the bush. And she has done her last gardening job. So Rebecca Carlisle would be a good bet possibly for collateral explosion, just because there's loads of people in the sitting room. But is our pen illegal to carry? No. That's good. Will it work just like a grenade if we throw it on the floor, is the next question. So there's Rebecca. There are a few people close to her. Okay, that was suspicious. And it didn't actually work, it seems, because it bounced past her and just knocked her out. This is a problem. Greenhouse key there, we'll take that. No master key there though, unfortunately. So we're in a spot of bother. We're not going to get collateral explosion now, thanks to the pen bouncing too far past her and just knocking her out. Which is the worst. Okay, here comes a man. Good timing, man. We needed an outfit. It's not the best outfit because it's guard, but it'll do. There are other folks running around, but none of them seem to be coming over this way quickly enough to see us. Ah, here comes one. No, they've run in there. Okay. So Rebecca's on the floor, but that's not good enough.
Time to go to work.
Time to go to work. Yeah, let's go to work. No. Here comes someone else. And they're an enforcer. Why are they coming in here? That was strange of them. Just wandering in, looking around, and then wandering off again. At least we've got the cameras down. Rebecca is still in a heap on the floor. Maybe our best bet is to just leave her be for now. There's a whole lot of people on the floor. They'll all get picked up. Let's go see what's happening in the garden where no one really suspects us. If there was a propane tank just conveniently sat in the greenhouse and both our targets wandered into it, I would probably accept that as a collateral explosion, because I just don't want to have to pick it up and then move it somewhere else, because that goes against the spirit of the pay to win challenge. But I doubt there's even one in here, and our targets have spread out a bit now anyway. Yeah, there's not going to be any handy propane next to either of them, I don't think. So we are trespassing in there. No, we're not. Where's this fellow going? Back into the greenhouse. And over to this door. Okay. Where's our supplier? That's a question. They're out in the graveyard. It's possible they'll have like Mr. Chainsaw Jr. about their person. Collateral explosion is not yet necessarily done. Bit of extra cash, always welcome. Rebecca's back on her feet. Oh yeah, there's a courier over here too. That's nice. Okay, let's start with supplier. Cool, Mr. Chainsaw Jr. Which means we can in fact get our objective completed. Now this courier is just chilling there. He's going to come around to try and pick up that chip. So the chip is doing its job. I've had issues in the past with it not really luring people in properly, but it seems to be doing it today, so that's great news. That's the second guard pacified. There's a third one over here who's pretty much on his own. So that's an objective complete. This is great news. I shouldn't be able to mess up the throw, I don't think, if I go for these guards outside the greenhouse. Because they're right by a door, so I can just throw it into the door, it'll bounce off, hit the deck, and then it will go off and take them both out. It's just a case of timing it and avoiding the fact that the guard will be an enforcer, because I'm also a guard right now. I'm not sure if I can just place it on the floor or if they'll see it and be like, that's an illegal item, and scoop it up. So that's why I'm going to go for the throw method. And the fact that you can throw this without suspicion is useful. Oh, you can throw it directly at people's heads as well. That's cool. So there we go. Prestige is done. So that's the 2 out of 4 that we could possibly get. Now it's just a case of taking out our other 2 targets. Fish. And probably robbing the safe. Maybe getting the other courier if we can. Staff guy is just roaming about. He might go back in sooner rather than later into the greenhouse, but maybe we just lure him around here while the guards are all busy.
What was that? Is that on purpose?
Lovely. Do we take his outfit? Rebecca won't be an enforcer anymore, but it's more the fact that other guards also probably won't enforce us too much that I'm thinking here. Are there actually 2 more couriers? There are. Madness. We'll be able to buy back our sniper rifle in no time. So, Rebecca is back in there. It's possible I could just drop a chandelier on her head or something. There's a courier. That door's blocked. So maybe we just lure him in. Do you hear that? Don't think so. What if we pop it on the floor? Will he see it and go to it like it was a coin? I'm not even sure I need him to, because I think he was going into that room. Now, do you see it? Do you see it? No. But you're also going this way, so it doesn't really matter if you see it, because down you go and into a cupboard. Good. Wonderful. Now, where's Becca? She's over there somewhere. Okay, we're trespassing.
The blood that will wash the world clean.
In there because of the Lilith doing her thing. I guess the speeches have occurred. And she's going to go downstairs and then she's going to start injecting herself at various points. Now, is this bodyguard with Rebecca? It looks like it. And we are, in fact, enforced by people around here, which is also vexing. It turns out this outfit wasn't really much help after all. Does she stand underneath that chandelier? Yes, is the answer. A few other people did as well, but Rebecca was stood underneath it. That's wonderful news. Can we get upstairs in this outfit? Because the safe is upstairs. I feel like upstairs might be off limit for most outfits, but we'll see. Okay, we're good here. We're okay, so just follow Lilith around. It's very dark in here. Why is it so dark? Well, so Lilith's gone that way. That security guard is not paying too much attention to us, but Jesus Christ, it's dark. No guards outside of Zachary's room on this version, but we don't have the key to that door. That's not the end of the world, because we do have our special key. And now we are trespassing. Okay. There's our second safe item, but I don't see the third in here. I didn't see it out there either. Unless it's out on the balcony. It's not on the balcony. It's not in Zachary's bedroom. Herbs are, but that's about it. There it is. I don't think that enforcer's going to get close enough to bother us. So that's the safe robs, and that just leaves one courier. Can we do anything in here on this version of the map? We can grab the herbs. But then, unless there's a more that I'm forgetting about, it seems like we can't make ourselves any antidotes or anything. So, what's our next play? Courier is outside of the mansion. So that's fine, we'll just come down here then. I don't know if at any point Ether's soldiers are going to start roaming around and banning people from leaving the mansion. I would assume they will. That could be quite exciting. But I don't think we want to stick around to find out. So there's Courier Friend. He was over here, so maybe he'll come back over here. Maybe we can lure him.
Hey, you break it, you buy it.
And I think we're out of everyone's view here. So
Hello?
can we corner snatch him? Not quite.
Who's there? Who made that sound?
Let's lure him a second time just to be on the safe side, I think.
Okay. Jesus, who's breaking stuff?
You're not going to notice, are you? If we do
Why does
this.
this shit just keep on happening to me?
Turn around, good. Okay, he didn't try and pick up the chip. That's interesting. I thought it did function exactly like a coin, but I guess it doesn't. I guess it is just an item that you can throw to distract people. And nothing more. So maybe we've learned something about that chip today. In general, that was one of the goals of the Pay to Win challenge, is to learn things about some of the tools at our disposal. Like, I now know how the Kronstadt pen works. It does just blow up of its own accord when it's thrown. And its explosion radius is such that it can just knock people out if it's thrown just a little too far. So it's basically a frag grenade, but you can also stick it in people's heads. And that's useful information for the future. So what's our next prestige? Silence pistol kill, epic. That's a beautiful prestige to see. You'd love to see it. I would probably do unsilenced if that was an option, just so I could use the prank pistol, but we haven't found the prank pistol yet, so no dice. And maybe Berlin is the best bet, because an easy prestige plus an alerted map sounds promising. Melee weapon for the other target. And that's all we can really do. So let's choose our devices. I'll stick with Trinity. I like Trinity, so we'll stick with that. Melee weapon for the other one. We used the vinyl last time. So we could use, say, the splitter cookery knife. Or maybe the golden dragon scissors. Or the jade dagger. It's legendary. Let's grab it. Bit more risk if we bring that along. And does Berlin have keycard doors? It does, so we'll bring Many Pass. And we'll bring our little Chippy again. Little Chippy. And then once more, we will bring our little submachine gun to crack some doors open. We're on the roof. That's a wonderful starting location. Although, guard outfit's less useful on this level than on some, so because of the alerted. So easy access to a biker's outfit. Useful still, but maybe not as useful as normal. But I think I've got a plan. Step one is going to be to come in here. I suppose we should also check where our people are. We've got Rick Hanrahan, and we've got Thaddeus Laverge. And let's see. He's on the roof. He's a guard of some sort. And the other one is in the DJ booth right now. Most curious. So this one's possibly an easy kill. I was going to go get an outfit first. There are other guards in the way though. So maybe outfit would be a good idea. We've got a safe which is in the biker gang den? Yeah, it's in the grow house. So step one should probably be the usual and help ourselves to a biker outfit.
What was that?
What was that? It was your doom! So, biker outfit sorted. It will have enforcers, of course. But this is just step one. Step two is get a different outfit. Well, step 1.5 is take out the cameras. And now we go down, because we need to be in the club. And we're going to go see if we can't find old Rolf. Fish. There's Rolfie, baby. That's not a club classic. But that's fine. It'll get Rolf's attention. I feel like Rolf's outfit is the single best outfit in the entire trilogy. It's a civilian outfit, so it doesn't trigger alerted suspects. It's got movement range across pretty much the entire map. It allows you to openly carry weapons, including sniper rifles. Like, how many outfits are there that are civilian and let you carry weapons? Not many. This might be the only one, I'm not sure. So we haven't got a key for the door there. But there might be one just over here. And we're just Rolf, so we're allowed to help ourselves to keys. Yep, don't mind me. I'm your boss. Okay, that isn't the key to the DJ booth. So let's try a bit of machine gunning. You coming over here? Okay, we are compromised. That's unfortunate. I could have acted faster and maybe sliced her throat, but I was probably going to get compromised anyway, so I think it's okay that we didn't. I could have just shot her and therefore avoided being compromised that way. Whereas now we're very compromised, so I've gone and ruined Rolf's outfit basically. And I didn't pick up a key card whilst I was in Rolf's office, otherwise I could have slipped through that other door. But that's fine. Everyone's going to calm down. No, you there caused me some bother. So down you go. I'm back in our box. Nobody upstairs is compromising old Rolf, so that's good. Where's the couriers? They're all upstairs as well. So if we get away from this area, the Rolf outfit should still be fine. So now might be a good time to move. Hup, hup, hup. And then up the other ladder as well. I think we're okay. Let's see, we can ledge up there. Where's the best way to climb up though from here? There we go. Yup. Now we can just climb all the way up these stairs once again. And that'll put us back near our other target. Take him out first and then worry about the safe. Think so. Oh, that guy's an enforcer, is he? Interesting. So, did you both hear that?
Go and check it out. Come on, go.
Yeah, you did. And that's second guard about to be taken care of. Second target. Bomb. Prestige complete. So what's next on our agenda? Optional stuff. That's what. Start with the safe whilst we've got an outfit that allows us in there. Because we might have to change outfit again at some point, I'm not sure. But where's our supply? They're nowhere near where we caused a ruckus. The two couriers are both outside as well. Rolf might be good for us still. Are you just underneath this courier? I think you were. But you've scuttled away in time. I don't normally kill civilian couriers, but that looked like a fun opportunity. Shame it didn't come off. So, a lot of the guards up here are enforcers for Rolf. And the safe is actually in that room, is it? Okay. This complicates matters. I thought it was in the grow house. Probably doesn't complicate matters that much. But still, I need to figure out where the clues are now. At least some of those guys enforce the biker outfit too, so there just might not be a good outfit for this sort of thing that we're about to do. I wonder what a puddle of death would be like in here. I've never really done one. So that should make one, right? Or is that plug not turned on? And if it's not, where would I turn it on? There we go. Puddle of death. Any of you guards want to come over? Maybe not. Maybe we can make them. That get your attention? Nope. That did. But unfortunately that was too close. So we went from not close enough to too close. And therefore we've actually triggered an attack. However, it seems to only be one guy.
Man, yeah, I'm here now. It's all clear. Over.
Yeah, it's all clear. You go back about your business. You go and rescue your unconscious friend.
Area clear. Proceeding to next sector.
Proceed to this sector, friend.
What was that?
What was that?
It looks like we have a serious incident here. Guys, better call this one in and bag that poor bastard.
Well, that's interesting. I just froze the game so I could get a screenshot. And our electrocuted friend has wandered off somewhere. He's not here anymore. How does that work? Most odd. But that's now clear. There's another one there. Is that connected to the same thing? Do we need to keep electrocuting people here, or is it just unnecessary? I'm not even sure if anyone else will ever be attracted into this room. Okay, that's definitely a puddle of death now. So are they both connected to the same high power outlet? That one is off, but it has just electrocuted someone, so yeah, what if we turn that off and turn it back on again? Now that's a puddle of death. Is the other one as well? Yeah, the other one is too. This is very important for science, you see. But I'm kind of curious where that other guy's body ended up. It was just sort of sliding off the map. So has it just kept sliding in that direction? Or is it just now disappeared? Doesn't seem to be around. So it might have just gone. So what do we do about these jokers guarding my safe? And also, where are the clues for this safe? I don't think there's any in the grow house, which is probably good because I shouldn't be in here anymore with the puddles that I've made. Turning on the sprinkler unit, does that make the whole room electrified? I don't know. Either way, it's not summoning any more fellows. So, the hunt for clues continues. There's one right close to the safe. There's one out here perhaps, behind them. Yep, okay, that's two. Ah, there's the third. Okay. So it's just the two lads that we need to worry about who are in here. We could potentially deal with them all stealthy like, but I think that was stealthy enough. Those two blokes don't know what's going on. Wonderful. Now we need to get outside and find our courier friends. We may already have enough though to purchase from our supplier, so we'll consider that as well. We'll see what happens first. We might come across our couriers before we just stumble across the supplier. There is a way down here, isn't there? Yeah. So a couple of guards and couriers moved quite a way away. Good. So hopefully this is not within view of those folks over there. We didn't bring any bonking devices. So we could just stab her, but I'd rather just choke her out.
Someone pranking me?
And yeah, we did get spotted. Okay. And then second courier's not far off. Possibly compromised by them, but maybe we got away with it because maybe it's just one of those fake compromises. Two guards here makes this guy tricky to deal with, maybe. Unless we can persuade him to come over here. Maybe it's worth changing outfits at this point. But I'm a stubborn man. We might get away with just choking this guy out around here. It's looking like we probably will.
They said it was around here.
Don't mind me, friend.
Hey, back off a bit, would you?
You what, mate? Okay, not stealthy, but it's fine. Yeah, that guy's orange, so they have been made aware of our presence. But that's cool. At some point the guard will give up. These two will go back to just chatting. Oh, the guard's gone for them, yeah. That's cool. We'll sneak over here. Because we can climb up and get to the supplier friend. Down this ladder, and we're pretty much there. Good. Do you sell my sniper rifle?
Okay.
Oh, you've got the prank pistol. Haven't seen that in a while. But sniper rifle and chainsaw junior. That's what we want. Maybe a new outfit just to leave the level might be wise.
Crap.
Yep. That's an appropriate response. And now we're good to go. Typical that the one time the prank pistol finally shows up. It's the one time we can actually afford to buy back our sniper rifle. But earns the brakes. I wouldn't be in this situation if I hadn't lost the sniper rifle in the first place, like a big spoon. So what can we do, eh? Live with the consequences of our actions, that's what. And ride a bicycle all the way home. This leaves us with two maps which are not alerted. Headshot kill legendary, you say? We just happen to have a legendary sniper rifle that we could use. And it is now New York time. Neckbreaker is our other target. Okay, so we're going to snipe one, I reckon, and crunch the other. Although, I believe maybe this gun's legendary. Yeah, okay, we'll use the banker. We'll use the banker to pop one in the head. Then what else might we want to bring along? Little Chippy's been working out well for us, so that can come. Do we need a bonking device? It can't hurt, I guess, to bring our stick along. I don't think we need a shanking device because the people we're trying to murk we're not looking to stick. So that's fine. We'll bring Many Pass. I keep bringing it and not using it, but this time, maybe just maybe, we will actually use Many Pass to get through some doors. We might also use the scrap SMG to get through some doors in a slightly different fashion. And we're starting down here. Wonderful. We like this as a starting location. So we're past those guards. Let's grab old banker. That's that taken care of. And then let's think. Don't really need to distract these guards to move them around. We could just take them both out.
Hey, give me some.
And then there goes that camera. And we'll probably take their outfits just because. So we might not need many paths now because we can just ice all the dudes who are in this room. We'll do it one at a time maybe. This guy's going to come out to have a look at the old aircon. And we should be able to corner snatch him from here. Crunch. And then we're spoilt for choice with places to hide his bod. So this one is the Enforcer, I think, who's going to be coming out. We're kind of half sticking out here, but I don't think that's a problem. Ah, you a deposit master key guy as well, that's good. Oh yeah, it's one downside to the stick. Because it's on my back, I can't pick up his gun and put that on my back whilst I drag him. So, there we go. I just want a gun out of the way. Now we'll get third man. Would have been nice if one of these was a target. Because that'd be a nice easy crunch, but can't always get what you want. And so this guy had the key card and therefore many pass. Once again just came along just for a little trip, just to get some fresh air. Oh, we haven't got a key to unlock that door yet though, it seems. Oh, it's going to use crowbar, but that's not a DLC item. So Scrap SMG gets to work its magic. May as well crack the old safe open, deal with this before we go up and find targets. Who are targets though? Damon and Ronald. Damon hangs around in the Teller ship. That's probably a headshot legendary. And Ronald, yeah, we know Ronald. He'll be an easy crunch. We'll grab the key here just in case we need it. And then we will sneak over here and rob this one as well. So whilst we're robbing this safe, let me ask you guys a question, those of you that play Freelancer. I've heard people say in the past things like, I always pick syndicates that have got New York on. Or I never pick syndicates that have got Mumbai or Colorado, things like that. How do you do it? Obviously you've seen that I like variety and I will do any sort of levels and any sort of challenges. Are you the same, or are you the sort of folks who
But I need my things in there.
do like to deliberately leave levels and never take them? I'm curious, let me know in the comments. I want to know how common that behaviour is, whether it's just something that is exclusive to
Nothing to report.
Reddit
Yeah, me
people.
neither.
So there's our man. Here's our stick. Can we lure our man up here? And then crack him with a stick before anyone comes out that door? I think we can, you know.
This day keeps getting better.
Yep. Luckily for you, the day has ended, my friend. So that's one target down. Now we can just go and grab the other, and we're good. So, let's think. They're down there. They're a guard, in fact. How does one deal with a guard who is just roaming around in here
Hey, how is
in
it going,
public?
sir?
I think we do it like this. You should do something about that, my friend. It's like right there. Okay, didn't realise there was an enforcer. Oh, there we go. You spotted it. Wonderful. What you gonna do, my man? Gonna go somewhere quiet? Yeah, you're going past that man though, but that's fine. We'll come around this way. I'm pretty sure you're going to the box that's in here.
Excuse me?
Sorry, friend. Yeah, here he comes. I rarely use this trick to isolate guards in public spaces, but it's a good one. I should use it more often. There's our legendary. There's our headshot. And I think we'll just chuck him in here as well. May as well tidy up. I didn't tidy up after the other guy because I knew that sooner or later someone was going to patrol out there and spot him, and I didn't want to be seen dragging his corpse away. Now, there are no couriers, so let's just pop in and see if we can afford anything from our friend. Yeah, we can get back our Explodo pen.
You need more? You know where I am.
I do need more, friend, but given as you don't have it in your inventory, I guess we are buggered. Now, key pass. Go on then, let's use many pass. Boop. It seems to be stuck in there. That's probably fine. It should still be in our inventory. No, it's not. Interesting. So, in regular Hitman, the many pass can be used up to 3 times. I guess in Freelancer it can only be used once. That certainly appears to be the case, so that's another lesson learned. It's basically no better than a disposable keycard when you're in Freelancer mode. Good to know, I suppose. Although mildly annoying that we've now lost it. But I don't think we're going to need it on Ambrose, so it's fine. Okay, we've got 2 out of 4s on every level so far, but that's the best we could do. Can we do any better on Ambrose? Potentially we can get 3 out of 4 because we've got Push Kill and Pacify Guard and Noticed, which are doable, but what about the Prestige? Yeah, we can neutralise the Lookout, and that'll be 3 out of 4. We don't need a whole lot in the way of gear then, do we? We'll bring a gun for opening of doors and such. We'll bring another gun for general everyday purposes. And then little Chippy can come along again. I've grown to like it over the course of these events today. And maybe we do bring Stick as well, so that we can bonk people. That seems like all we'll need. So quick and easy. Off to Ambrose, let's see what we can do. And here we are, fish, fish, fish. No time for that, 47, because we are looking for a black-haired glasses wearer with earrings and necklace. That's the same as last time, isn't it? So it's either blue blouse or it's the bloke. So where are we looking for said targets? It's not you. You blonde hat wearer. There's a couple over here. You've got brown hair. That's not you. Let's see. Oh, sorry, friend. I didn't see you there. Yeah, it's rude of me, I know. Here comes another target. And she fits the bill. Blue blouse. She does have a tattoo though. But is that a regular tattoo that's just part of her natural model? Maybe. She's got an assassin. Which isn't ideal. Maybe we can deal with them.
Hey, can you look into that?
10-4.
Yeah, you look into that, friend. I'd hate for you to have an accident over here whilst you're looking into that.
I have no idea what that could have been.
Okay, you're just not going to bother. Okay, now someone else is being summoned. The assassin seems to be confused.
Careful around here, sir.
And it's probably not wise to just knock him out where he stands, because that dude lying down over there might notice something. Now, what were you doing up there anyway? Were you having a drink? Okay, you're coming this way. Oh no, you're going over there. Okay.
Alright, stay put. I'll take a look.
Yeah, you come take a look. I don't even know if this is my target, but taking down an assassin is rarely a bad thing.
Why does this always happen?
So, let's see. Oh, hello, handover. Was that on our list? So we're after a dehydrated smoker in a handover meeting. So that's a good sign that it's her.
Okay, I'll see you.
That guy... Now the question is she going to get spooked by the fact that her bodyguard has gone down? She's not going to see the body, maybe? She goes up those stairs.
Hey, I could seriously
Okay, she
use
is
some
spooked.
help over here.
Maybe. She's not spooked, but she's noticed it.
Hey, wake the hell up. Come
Don't
on,
you
hey,
worry,
you know
madam.
I do that.
Yeah, people are looking into that. Don't you worry, you just carry on.
Wait, this is confused.
She's confused. Okay, that's trespassing on that side of that. We don't want to be trespassing right now.
there?
Not
Someone
your
had an
first
accident.
first.
Looks bad.
Now, what are you up to?
Yeah, command. That's the scene.
You're having a drink. That's a good sign. If we could theoretically clear out this section, then we could knock her out and drag her to an edge and throw her over and maybe get a push. But I don't know. That seems like a risk. Seems like a strategy that's just not going to work. So she's going downstairs again. She has a smoke. Then we're looking good. If she stands at the edge of a pier and has a smoke, we could be looking very good. Another target. Who it's not. So is that the third handover person? Because if that's the third handover person, then yeah, it's definitely her. They've all got assassins, which is tricky, but we'll find a way. She's just going back upstairs. She doesn't seem to have a big route. Now, she is standing out there. Push kill. Cool, it was her. Now, hopefully no one will notice me as I scuttle away. We were very briefly compromised there, and in combat. But I think that's fine. These folks don't really know what's up.
Hey.
We're back to just searching, so we might not even be compromised anymore. That's great news. Now, we need to find a lookout. And the village might be a good bet for that. Is that one? Yeah, that guard will be a lookout then. And that's good, because he's a guard. So I've got no problems with just bipping him in the head. It's just a case of finding somewhere sufficiently quiet to do it. Because yeah, you're also a guard. We don't want you to notice if I'm just whipping out a gun. Oh, he's gone upstairs now. He's coming across here. Is anyone paying attention to me right now? Look out down. I think we've got away with that. there anywhere to hide around here? I'm not seeing anywhere. There we go. Good. So let's let everything chill. Then we'll pacify a couple of guards, and then we'll have been as perfect today as we possibly can be. Business are running for it. That's fine with us. Maybe they'll trigger some other escapes on the way. Doesn't really matter whether or not they do. I'm thinking maybe go back out to the village, climb over where I can knock out a worker type, and then sneak into Akka's compound and take out a couple of guards. Yeah. I think that means that we won't need to really worry too much about what guards are up to at any given moment. Because we're just going to come over here and hop this fence. And then you are going to donate your items. Thank you. We may as well grab this whilst we're here. Although we can't use it. So we can head up to the compound there. What if we come around this way? That gives us the ladder that lets us up into the compound again. And then around here we've got the submarine exit, haven't we? But if we go around far enough, is that where we get to the guy fishing? It is, good. And then his friend who patrols. So that's one down. I feel like this guy is going to fall in the water and drown if we just club him.
Let me go catch this asshole.
But if we kill him there, if we get him there, yes, good. So he didn't drown immediately, and that's the pacify guards unnoticed dealt with. That's excellent news. On reflection, I probably shouldn't have chosen organ trafficking because of the chances of getting all these poison dart gun challenges that I wasn't able to complete. But that's fine. I think I'm okay with getting things done as perfectly as I can, rather than actually getting a 4 out of 4 and everything. I did my best. That's what the history books will say. He did his best. Now we do have a courier. If we're really doing our best, we should probably try and take out the courier too. And we've also got our supplier friend who we should probably chat with. Do you have the prank pistol? No, you've got mini pass though. I'll take mini pass. And where did courier friend end up? There's another lookout, I think. But it looks like that guy hasn't left. Which is surprising, given as another lookout right next to him was shot in the head. So there is a courier. She's going upstairs. So where are we going to get an opportunity for you?
Strange.
Maybe over here somewhere. Depends how far over you come. Are you coming for that? No.
Again, I'm lost. Crime can be such.
Okay, she's curious about what I just did. But what if we throw something down there?
What have I got myself into? Ooh, don't panic.
I don't know if she can be alerted to coming down and get that. Yeah, looks like she might be coming. Okay. There is a guard up there, but I don't know if he'll see anything. There's nobody leaving that room right now, so that's good. Yeah, here she comes. Potentially I throw a second item in here after she's about to leave. But I could just club her here, and hopefully no one's paying attention. And it looks like that's the case. Good. So once again, we did our best. And it turns out that was pretty good. That guy agrees. Of course there's a lookout next to the exit. Why wouldn't there be? That's fine though. He's moved on sufficiently for us to scuttle away. Thank you for being so accommodating, Lookout. We'll just be away on our little boat. Prize this time is El Matador. It's finally showed up. We love you, El Matador. You know what else I love? It's you guys. For all your viewing and liking and subscribing and commenting that you're doing. You really make this worthwhile. Join us next time as we select our fourth and final syndicate for this campaign and hopefully clear the first 3 levels with a minimum of difficulty. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.